Hello everybody, welcome to the PTR, and we are, let's change that a little bit. There we go. Hello everybody, welcome to the PTR, and we are going to be doing some playtesting on Moira. I've done some actual gameplay with her, and she's really interesting. There's so many aspects of different heroes to her. Right now I just want to fully test out her range and see where we're at with her right click and her left click. Well, not the left click, yeah, it should be able to heal. We'll test it on these that are taking damage right here. So it's pretty... That's a pretty good range for healing. That's really good. The only thing I hate about it is the fact that it takes... There's a lot... The charge... or the recharge should be a little bit faster. Alright, let's check the right click. We're at 20 meters. It's about 22 meters, it looks like. Yeah, about 21 maybe? 20 meters? That's a pretty good amount of damage. I'm not sure how much health these things have, but... Yeah. You basically... your aiming is pretty much like Zarya, where it's a little forgiving. So you could be like slightly off, but still catch the target. I don't think it has ticking damage, kind of like Symmetra has, but I could be mistaken. Don't really know. But that's a pretty good range. It's about 20 meters even, pretty much. I mean, depending on hitbox, could feel like 22 maybe. But this is pretty good. And then the orbs are really cool. They slow down and they have like a duration kind of thing, I guess. They bounce off of objects. Cooldown seems pretty reasonable. You can kill 2 targets with that. That's pretty good. So how much can she actually heal? She heals for quite a bit. It's comparable to Mercy. I mean, I'm not sure how much health these bots have. What do they have, like 250 maybe?
Touch from afar.
Okay, so yeah, that thing goes down as it works like that. So
Repairing the damage.
this healing is actually really good. So now the shift. That seems to go about 10 meters, maybe. Let's try it at 0 here. And that has a reasonable cooldown as well. Let's see, we're here standing at 0 meters. So, forward. It's about 15 meters. That's actually pretty good. I mean, it should be a little, I mean, that seems about as long as a Genji dash, almost. You know? Let's see here. Let's keep healing it. Let's wait till we get to full charge on that. Let's wait till it gets down to like nothing, and then I'll do the heal. Yeah, he's getting hurt. All right, so let's assume that they have 250 health. So heals them to full health in about a third of a bar, which is actually not too bad. That's actually pretty good. So you can heal most heroes. I would say that she's better for healing flankers like Genji and everything. Because of that. So yeah, the damage is at about right there. So maybe 21 meters is pretty much what you'd expect. Yeah, 21. It seems like 21. If they put it to 20, I wouldn't, because that's a fair distance. That's a pretty fair distance. That's like medium range, you know, for like McCree or Genji. That's a pretty decent range, because the Genji would probably be at that range anyway sometimes. But you have to keep your hand. You have to keep your cursor on the target. So basically, that's why I have this like this, because you can. It's very forgiving. You can see there. That's why I actually fine-tuned the crosshair to be at that exact spot, roughly, when you're at a decent range. It gives me kind of a guide where I can lead my target a little bit.
Your body decays.
So, like, even if you're not like completely on target. The crosshair gives you that little area of leeway. It gives you that little area of, like, yeah, like, see that? I'm not completely on it, but I'm leading the target. So as long as I'm on the edge of that crosshair, whether it's above, below, or not, like, directly on it, but it gives me that kind of gray area where I can aim without missing. That's actually really nice. See, there we go. So the edge of the crosshair doesn't do it there, but right there. So you can easily see that
You seem
that
in
does
need of
that.
aid.
Now the ultimate. Let's see how far the ultimate goes. Let's wait for this one to go.
Surrender to my will.
All right, so that's at about 30. What is that? 30? 30 meters? 10. Yeah, about 30 meters. That's pretty damn good. So an extra 10 meters on the ultimate. So this all the way out here is 40 meters. You're not going to get that far. So the damage doesn't go out here. The damage is at about 20 meters. So
Your
yeah.
power is mine.
And then the ultimate
will
goes back
allow
here to
none
30
to
meters. So
stand
this
in
is,
the
so
way
let's
of
just say this is
progress.
0, 10, 20, 30. So 30 meters is pretty significant. It seems about the same as a Roadhog ultimate, maybe, as far as the knockback. I'm not so sure on the damage, but yeah, it does a considerable amount of damage. It feels like Zarya, it feels like Zenyatta, it feels like Symmetra, and even Genji and Sombra in some respects. It's a really awesome hero. The damage seems fair for even a low character. I mean, if it was doing that to a Roadhog, I would be concerned. It doesn't seem like the damage increases over time. Let's just look. Let's look at a stationary target. It's hard to see with the moving targets. So here, it seems to go a little bit faster, but not by much. It's not noticeable. It's not really noticeable to any degree. The healing does seem very good, though. Alright, let's see here.
I will unmake you.
Yeah, the sound is very misleading. It doesn't seem to increase in speed at all. However, if you were being boosted by damage boosted by Mercy or by Ana, that would be crazy. That would probably be almost double what it is. Oh man, that would be so crazy. So yeah, I just gotta get used to this range. It's like 20 meters, so 20 meters is pretty much right here, so yeah. I gotta get used to that. And it'll honestly be harder to track at a longer range than it would be at a closer range, obviously. And the left click healing seems kind of like Mei's, you know, like, you know, her ice spray, which is actually pretty familiar. And that's gonna, all these similarities to other heroes are gonna make her that much easier to play. It's not like there's unique, like she has a unique play style, but it incorporates so many other mechanics of other players, or other heroes rather, that players will relate to and find it so easy to play this hero. That's why Orisa was easy to play for a lot of people, because she had so many aspects that were similar to other heroes, and it made her that much easier to function with. Like right from the get-go, I was able to play Orisa so well. It's just one of those heroes that, like, okay, it's so similar to another hero that I play, and it's going to be so easy to adjust. Just like with this hero, but you have to remember that there are all those aspects to it. But it's a good idea because it gives you that familiarity, and so that way there's no like trial. There's not as much trial and error as there would be for a hero like Ana, where you literally have to like redesign your playstyle for that specific hero. You just got to use the memory you already have of other mechanics when playing this hero. That's similar with Doomfist. You know, Doomfist has a similar mechanic to Genji, except it's a bit more finessed, is what I'd say, because of the chaining you have to, the combos you have to do in order to get, you know, the maximum damage output. And that to me is a really great choice on Blizzard's part. It really helps people to adjust to the new hero. I'm pretty sure my aiming is on point here.
Surrender to my will.
It's pretty much like tracking with Zarya. That's essentially what this is. You aim track like you would with a Zarya. That's a very good. That's a very useful it's a very useful thing that they've done. I'm liking this hero already. I mean, this is probably gonna be my new main. When because she's so versatile because she can heal and do damage. These orbs are pretty good too. I mean, they do a considerable amount of healing by themselves as well. But you can only launch either or. You can't launch both. See, it heals almost as much as the healing beam does, which is really nice. It's like you can prioritize healing over damage. You can toss out the orb, and then heal your teammates directly, or you can toss out the healing orb and then damage directly, which really, or you can use both at the same time for a boosted effect. Like if you're soloing a flanker, that would be a very good reason to use both the. I mean, and you can also do the opposite. You could use your healing orb on yourself by going like this and then damaging while you're getting healed. It's actually really good. One thing I want to test is if they have a duration, or they just bounce until they get used up. It looks like they have like an amount that they, like a preset amount that they heal, but yeah, and it looks like it does go away even if it doesn't go through its full duration, or full healing or damaging amount. So that's good though. It has a really good duration as far as its airborne time. So let's do this, like this.
This will heal you.
So it heals whenever it doesn't just stay on. Yeah. So as long as it's actively healing, it'll actually stay, which is really nice. So if you're in that narrow corridor with, you know, like a tracer or something like that, or a room, and you need the healing, you just let's get up here to the other one up here, like this. This one goes into this room. So you zigzag this throughout the room,
Tell me how this
and you'll get healing. As long as you like angle it properly, like if you put it up to the ceiling, yeah, obviously it's gonna stay there and heal you through the entire onslaught of a tracer. That's gonna be the usefulness right there. Or like if I was to put this right here, oh no, I shouldn't have gone there. I should have put it somewhere else. Or use the other orb. Yeah, like I actually have that on my left click and right click. Or my, here we go, this way, let's do this. So it'll stay there, and you can leave that there for a few seconds as to cover the flank, which is really cool. I actually like that. So I like that very much. So let's leave that right here for this bot. Straight up. Flat surface. The damage range it has is actually pretty good. And it's still going, so it's gonna stay there for a few seconds. That's gonna be almost like a Symmetra turret, where you can literally just leave it there and like let it do its job for a few seconds. And it slows down too, which is nice because then it kind of tracks the target almost. So we put this like this. It'll stay in that room damaging that target, which is really nice. So you can easily cover a flank with it, like on Numbani. You can cover that side room and then attack the top room at the same time. That's going to be a part where that's going to be a time where it's really useful, because when you have those tracer flanks and then they try to get you and they go up to those top corridors behind the point, oh, that's going to be deadly for tracer or other people who are like trying to flank up there, like Reapers and things like that. That's going to be really cool.
surrender to my will.
And the damage for the ultimate looks pretty reasonable too. It looks to be about the same as what her right click does. So it doesn't seem unfair. So the increased range makes it very viable. Like extra 10 meters is pretty much all you get. Like right there, it seems to do about the same damage as the right click does. See, what I might change though is putting the damage on the left click versus the right click, because I would always rather right click to heal as a more passive ability kind of thing, or not passive but secondary.
This is my will. Strength flows.
I really like the balance of this, the balance and versatility of this hero. This is going to be awesome. People are going to be angry at it, but it seems very balanced. I mean, the healing and damage isn't overpowered. I mean, it is if you were to combine them together, but
This will restore you.
you know, I mean, that's to each his own as far as what they think, but I think this is very well balanced. I mean, I've played this game, I've played since before the release, so I'm of a pretty good opinion when it comes to whether things are OP or not.
Surrender to my will.
I mean, when you're moving that fast, it kind of makes it... I mean, it seems like you get a slight speed boost when that happens, so that will affect your accuracy. But if you're good at tracking like I am, it shouldn't really affect you that much. I got a text message. I got to answer that soon. But yeah, anyway, Moira is really, really balanced, and I like it. It gives you a lot of versatility. You can prioritize healing over damaging, similar to Ana, and it's really versatile. Well, that has been my assessment of Moira, the new hero on the PTR from Overwatch. I'm really anxious to see her in quick play, at least to get used to using her in matches. Quick play on the PTR is hell. You can't even, people insta-lock new heroes like easily. So, you know, I mostly try to play here in the training, and you know, practice, practice, practice makes perfect. So it's always your best idea. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. That was my assessment of Moira, the new heal support / damage character in Overwatch on the PTR. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Target down.